Hello guys, welcome to the Wednesday trade recap plus forecast. So we're getting started with the euro and the US dollar. As always, that's our first pair on the agenda. We had a losing trade here. I did talk about it in the last video. Make sure you watch that if you're interested. And then price kind of ranged around, but something very interesting started to happen in this ascending channel right here. So right here in this ascending channel, price started creating a very clean ascending channel. How do I know it's very clean? Well, price broke the high consecutively. Let's count how many times. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times in a row price broke the most recent high. None of the lows are broken. So that means this was consecutively breaking the highs. And look what happens each time we break the high. Weakness. Weakness here as well, weakness. So weakness all the way to the upside. This is one of the cleanest ascending channels that I would say ever seen on the euro and the US dollar. I saw a similar one on the euro and the Japanese yen in January when we took a trade and it exploded down. So this happened. So I was highly interested to look for a setup right here on the top. Usually you want to get in when you see these ascending channels. You definitely want to take advantage of this high probability pair price action. This to me was not enough of a push to look for a sell. This was. So I was looking for a flag at this point or a break and retest. It did not form, so I did not get any entries. Then we continue down even more. Okay, so we continue down even more with this bearish momentum. Here I was 100% looking to get in, either on a flag or on a break and retest or something else, some sort of an entry pattern, which we did not get, unfortunately. Then we got double wicks, and then, we actually formed the flag right here. So a flag did form. We'll take a look at it now. Yeah, this was the flag, entry candle as well. First low, first high, second low, second high right here, and the red candle is the entry candle. So you would enter on a market sell right here with a 12 pip stop loss, which I use on the euro and the US dollar. I use 12 pips for the flag entry setup. But what I do is I no longer take a straight flag. I wait for a sort of a timed entry, and it's connected with the trading time zones. So basically London session, Asia session, New York session. So even if I was trading the classic flag right here, I would have not taken it because we got these large double wicks. So I wanted to see more of a range before the flag formed. Okay, so it did not fit my plan. Before I got my timed entry, price actually broke the low, making the whole setup invalid for me personally. And currently, let's see what is happening. So you would have still been in this. And yeah, price is just now ranging around. So for the people that got in here, it's definitely a good setup. Definitely high probability because of the pair price action, as I just spoke. But to me, with these large double wicks and it being a Wednesday morning, so Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning, I was not convinced enough to take a sell. Would you still be in this if you used the trade management that we use? Let's see. It would still be in. You would have your stop loss 2 pips above this most recent high. So you would still be in this trade, and let's see what happens. To be honest, with this ascending structure, I'm just expecting this to drop heavily to the downside. If that does happen, if we get a large push, I'll look for a sell 100%. If price reverses, I will reevaluate. So I'll be a bit more careful if price goes up. The probabilities are telling me price will actually push to the downside. Okay. EJ, Euro Japanese yen. So at this point, I was highly interested. This looked perfect. Why? Well, because we got a really nice descending channel. This whole structure was a descending channel, but we also got, let's count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 consecutive breaks of the low without price breaking the most recent high. Now there was strength after almost each break, so that was not good. But overall, I can spot this being in a descending channel, kind of squeezing the price action, and then we broke to the upside. So this to me was a high probability push, and I wanted to get in either on a flag setup like this, or some sort of a timed entry, or some sort of a break and retest like this. Okay, so what happened actually is, well, we started building some major bearish pressure. Okay, we started building too much bearish pressure. This to me is now very, very strong selling pressure. So currently I'm not looking for any sort of a setup. I'm not looking to get in on the retest of this level right here. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for a flag. For example, if we get something like this, I'm not looking for that either, because we got a wick here and we got a clear selling pressure momentum shifting back down. So currently, let's see if this can maybe continue pushing up. Then I'll get in a bit higher. I'll get in here, for example. So my bias is still for the price to go up, according to this pattern, this descending channel, and according to this momentum right here. So most likely price will do this. But I'm being a bit more patient because I'm seeing selling pressure kick in. If price decides to do this, then it's a V reversal in the range, then it's sort of a different pattern, and I'll look for sells. So we can also form something like that. Aussie US dollar, but EJ is currently not on my radar. Aussie US dollar from the last week. Let's see. Let me see on EJ if we got some entries. So last week, yeah, I forgot. We got this flag on the top. It did not fit my plan. Reason is large wick, not enough of a range. If we had a larger range, I would have taken this flag formation right here. And then after that, no entries for me personally. I wasn't looking for anything. Nothing was on my radar, but AU, I did actually miss a setup right here. So this to me, maybe after this push, I should have been looking for a setup, but I kind of completely ignored it. I didn't do my forecast for that day, which was a mistake. And yeah, I kind of missed out on this price action. Fortunately, no entries that fit my plan formed, but an entry could have formed and it could have been a big winning trade, which I missed out on. So very important, do your forecast every single day for you to not miss any setups. What happened is a very high probability pattern, which is large push up and then kind of a descending structure like this, and then a reversal up. Usually what happens after this pattern, we continue with the overall uptrend. Okay, we continue with this leg. So this leg is basically just a pullback before price continues trending up. So I should have been looking for a setup somewhere here, because again, we saw this nice descending channel. Look how it's breaking the lows correctively. It broke the highs as well, but mostly breaking the lows. So it was not perfect because of this messy price action here. But a flag actually formed. Let's see it. Is it a flag? Okay, so it's no longer a flag, but I believe there was a data change. This used to be a valid flag. It no longer is, because we haven't broken this level, so we only created basically the first high and the first low. There is no second high or second low, and we broke the high before the flag fully formed. So I should have been looking for an entry somewhere in this impulse, but I was not attentive enough. Okay, so yeah, should have done my forecast for that day. That's a lesson learned. There was another flag here. I didn't take it. For me personally, huge wick. Monday as well. Prior price action was very good. We did expect this to push up, which it did. So what did I say? Push up, descending structure, and then we continue up. So yeah, basically prior price action was high probability, but the whole how this flag set up, and it was Monday, I just did not like it. It was kind of large was a larger flag and this huge wick as well. It did have a bit of a range, but for me, it just did not fit my plan. It was just not clean enough for me personally. But if you did get in, it would have been a nice winner, I believe, because this was spread hours. I believe you would still be in the trade. You would have extended your stop loss during these two candles, and you probably would get out somewhere on this level. Okay, so yeah, ended up being a winning trade. Then we had this reversal setup. This one did not fit my plan. The break was not enough. This candle broke both the most recent high and the most recent low as well. This break is just too small. I would have wanted to see something like this with a clean close. And price action was not perfect. We were breaking the highs and the lows, and yeah, just too messy for me personally. So I was not looking for a trade there. Current price action is range bound. I mean, we saw this. We are seeing this ascending channel going into a descending channel, so I'm expecting more range bound price action. This pair is currently not on my watch list. What I'm looking for is just basically a large push up or a large push down. So the price action currently is not setting up for absolutely anything. Okay, then we come to AJ, Aussie Japanese Yen. There was a flag here. I didn't personally take it. It did not fit my plan because it just formed in a weird fashion. So price action, you could have stated it was high probability. For me, it was not. You could have maybe spotted this as being a V reversal. To me, it's not clean enough for me personally. For you, it may fit your plan. And then this flag formation just had this shift in momentum here, basically. And it formed very quickly, and it had the wick on the bottom. So this whole flag formation just was not clean enough for me, and I did not want to risk the 1% per trade on this trade. And it would have been a small loss, I believe. If you follow the trade management rule, it would have been a small loss. You would have been taken outright here on this level. So that one did not fit my plan. Then we were mostly flat, to be honest, mostly flat through this price action, but now we're seeing a push. Now we're seeing this impulse up. Price action is not that good, so it's very corrective, but I'm liking the push up. I'm seeing momentum in this push. So potentially, I would like to see something like this. Nice strong break, nice clean close on the top, and for me to get in on the retest of, let's say, this inside bar, I would like to see that. Would I take a flag? Possibly, if a range forms because of the wick. Because of this wick, I want to see a bit of a range form right here, and then a flag. So that would be valid for me. I would maybe take this sort of a setup, but the best possibility would be like this. So that is what I'm looking for. Okay, so AJ is on my watch list. This one is. So the only pair that's on my watch list actually is AJ. Okay, let's continue. Pound. It was ranging around here. Then it started ascending, heavily ascending. Kind of like the euro and the US dollar, very clean ascending. But then it just fizzled out. I mean, this can happen sometimes. You can have a clean ascending, and then you can just have this descending, and price just continues to range for a long time. It happens in the markets. Markets are not perfect, so it's not guaranteed that when you see a clean ascending, price will actually start a nice reversal downtrend. You may get this sort of a ranging formation. So right now, it's just flat. This is just very flat, and I'm looking for a large push up, or I'm looking for a large push down like this. Okay, so that is what I'm focusing on. Then we have NJ. Did we get any setups from the last recap? Let's see. This flag on the top did not fit my plan because price action was not looking very impulsive. It was in an established trend, but I saw weakness here, weakness in this pullback as well, weakness in this impulse. It was not the most impulsive impulse formation, so just also a shift in momentum here. So this flag did not fit my plan. Was not good enough. Then we descended, and now we're just flat. We're just flat right here in this area. Very, very flat, very, very range bound. So this pair is definitely not on my current watch list. And what I'm looking for a large push up or a large push down. So I'm just looking for this. That is what I'm looking for. This is just very flat. You can see how the candles are stacked. They're kind of not moving anywhere, just printing a sideways, maybe a bit of an ascending, but mostly sideways price action, breaking the lows, breaking the highs. So there's no consecutive breaks of the lows or the highs like you can see here, for example, but this is just very, very messy price action. I'm leaving this alone. To recap, we have EU, which is not on my watch list, but I'm expecting it to push down. EJ, which I'm expecting to push up actually, but yeah, not on my watch list. AU flat. AJ is on the watch list, and I am looking to potentially see an entry setup. Pound is on not on the watch list. It's looking flat, and NJ is flat as well. So only AJ has some potential. That will be it for this video. That will be it for this trade recap, and hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video.